never. Now the adventures never end. Dragon tales, it's almost time for dragon tales. Come along and take my hand. 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 Let's all go to Dragonland. Let's all go to Dragonland. There's Horde, he's the biggest, not the brave of hearts. There's Kathy, so shy and very smart. There's Horde, he's the biggest.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? So he up here kicking it now. So without no further ado, man, let's jump right into it though, D. Now, last week when off the air, whatever, we had a discussion about this slavery thing.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
now, we had a discussion about that because you seem to think that slavery was a choice.
Not necessarily a choice.
Okay, I mean, just go explain to me, please, and everybody that's listening.
It's a lifestyle. It was a lifestyle for 400 years. If you was born into something, that was just the lifestyle it was.
Okay, so you saying that was kind of like you don't
they
know
were choosing this, they just didn't know nothing else. So they were just a lot of people. I just believe just live life through it without the knowledge of nobody ever heard of a paycheck.
Okay, but you don't think that maybe even though I don't know nothing else, but I know it's got to be something better than this. Get my ass whooped. I mean, get my ass 100 lashes and shit. And come on, it gotta be. There's something better than this.
But I don't think that was every case. I'm not saying that didn't happen, but I still believe there was a lot of communities that didn't see none of that. They were just working and eating food and going to sleep and getting up and working and eating food and going to sleep. And in your mind, you just at the time that's all you think you need in life. So, but yeah, I do believe in other places it was more harsh. But then at the same time, where it was harsh at, I don't think people just gonna put up with that for too long before somebody is gonna go do something crazy.
Okay.
So
now I'm pretty sure that there have been some because first of all, we all know about the slave ships. That's how some of the Africans ended up in Haiti because they took over that ship and ended up in Haiti, right? You know what I mean? So of course the history don't pretty much tell us of how we took over the ships in some of the plantations, though. You dig what I'm saying? So some plantations actually the master got killed. The slave owners got killed.
I know. I mean, and that was just off somebody who was there. That was just off their instinct.
Okay.
They just already knew like this ain't gonna end well. We might as well end now.
Okay, then right. So now just kind of piggyback on what you said earlier, right? You said that when you grew up in slavery, that's all you know. So you don't have no knowledge of nothing else. So even with that though, right? Okay, even though I don't know nothing else, but there's got to be something better. Then, like I said, get my ass whooped, going lashes, dogs sicked on me, getting boiled in water, seeing the other women getting raped, the other men getting what they have busted, whatever shit called. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but
because I disagree totally.
If that was happening, wherever that was happening, that's where people were more likely to rebel. And I mean, of course, you can't. You can't if they stronger, you can't stop what they gonna do. And that's what the timeline had to come in at. It just had to get older and older.
I mean, I disagree with you. Totally. I mean, just all 110% because you know what I mean. Like, I don't see how you would feel that slavery was a choice, regardless of what though. You know what I mean? Something like now some slaves got treated better than others. You dig what I'm saying? I guess the like the light skinned ones or whatever the case may be. You dig what I'm talking about? But even still though, you know what I mean? They even still, I assume and I feel that even them, they want to be with their people. They still wasn't free.
I mean, all that speculation. We wasn't there to kind of.
No, it ain't speculation. It was there. They was what's called. They like the light skinned ones had the quarters in the house, and then you had the dark skinned ones that was in the sheds or whatever the case may be.
But like I'm saying, those the stories, those the books, those the interesting. That's how you make it. That's how you sell the movies and whatnot. I mean, I don't believe everything was exactly what you see in the movies.
Okay, give me like so. In your opinion, you thinking they was treated well?
Not everybody, and not
Okay,
all the
okay,
time. You
now-
know, it had to start somewhere.
Okay, let's talk about the ones that you think that wasn't treated. I mean, that was treated well. You know what I mean? So how well you think they were being treated?
I mean, one thing you can go look up is how many of what we consider these days as the slaves. Go do some research on how many of them was fighting to stay in slavery.
I don't think none
Go
of them
look it up. Just go do the work
with you.
on
I mean,
it.
well, like, but you the one that make that statement though. You know what I mean? Because I don't agree with that they fought to stay in slavery. Now I do know this though. They said that like after slavery was abolished though. You know what I mean? Some of them did come back. They only came back because of course they know where to go. You know what I mean? Couldn't get no job, couldn't get no housing.
I mean, okay, well, like I'm saying, I'm not. I hate to try to make like as if I'm trying to make light of the shit.
I don't think you. I don't think you. I mean, because like I said, because Kanye West said the same thing too.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't.
I looked it up like you said.
What did you say?
Well, when I looked it up, it said the ones that stayed, they stayed, but it wasn't by choice. It was because of economic necessity, like you said, landless, without money or property. Many had no choice but to stay on plantations to find food, shelter, and work, and often striking deals with their former masters.
There we go. There
Okay,
you go,
well,
right
yeah,
there.
that makes it. I mean, yeah, that makes it sound a little worse. But, that's a good breakdown to why would people stay in these conditions instead of fighting out of them.
She just said what's called because of economic reasons, and
I mean,
I think that
okay,
too. Like,
and
'cause
I'm
they
saying
had no
I get
money.
it. I'm saying okay, well, okay, but what I'm saying is
Exactly.
I
And I'm
mean,
talking about what they had no options. They had no other options. You know what I mean? They were hungry. They probably were cold. Probably were raining. Or too goddamn hot outside or some shit. You know what I mean? Needed somewhere to to lay their head. Probably had to look the babies with them, the kids with them. What you gonna do?
understood.
Okay, I'm talking about. So that's why I disagree saying that what's kind of that they fought just to come back to the slave owner.
I mean, what I'm saying is, however they fought, a lot of people would rather have been there than free. I'm not saying all
I
of us.
disagree with that too. Go
I'm not saying everybody, but the same. However you separate the niggas is the same way they were separated then. Some of the niggas was like, no, nigga, what fuck that escape shit you niggas talking about? We eating over here.
Like because they had they mind because it was the system because like when for the ones who did try to escape and some have escaped or tried to escape they got caught. You dig what I'm talking about? They whipped them or chained their arms and their legs together with horses or mules or whatever and ripped them apart or either they boiled them or they tarred them and feathered them though. You know what I mean? So they put fear in some of them slaves. So
Yeah.
so them slave owners. They operated by fear.
I understand that too. And I believe those stories. I believe all that shit happened.
Okay.
I believe in the cruelty that slave masters were. Yes,
Okay.
that happened. I'm not saying
Okay.
they were all just nice guys at all.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Some of them had enough sense to know, okay, we can't, now all these niggas in the backyard now, we can't kick in their ass overnight because everybody else going to where they got to be sometimes too.
What you mean?
So,
but it was a system.
okay, just say like prison. Look at a prison system.
Okay, I got you.
If they really just had, if
Okay, the prison. Okay, somebody escaped, right? You feel me? Somebody escaped. They'll put it out there. Then you're gonna have a whole lot of people looking for your ass. Same way with slavery, though. I mean, if one slave escaped or two slaves escaped, they gonna have them bounties. People looking for your ass, and then Mr. Johnson, he gonna know. Okay, you know what I mean? Gonna be looking for you too. And then you can't be just like no black person just roaming. So another slave catcher or another slave owner might see you and gonna be like, hey boy or gal, where you supposed to be at? Let me see your papers. If you free, let me see your papers. Then you caught up. So it's the system, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can run from this slave master house, but then you gonna run smack down to this one. Or either smack down to one of them slave catchers, one of them bounty hunters that's gonna get you. So it's the system that that was set up. Okay, then
white people over black people. I mean,
okay,
I guess that's the simplest way to put it.
Okay, now, explain this to me though. Over 400 years, like how was it something different? Even in the 50s and the 60s, they were doing the same thing. They was hanging us too in 50s and 60s, killing us. So what was different in the 400 years that prevented us from getting hung and getting shot and killed in the 50s and 60s? To me, nothing though. You dig what I'm saying? 'Cause like to me, like I don't. This just me.
I haven't heard about no hangings in no 50s. 1950
Yeah.
in 1960.
Yeah.
I
They
have to-
well.
I
now-
mean, don't
now it wasn't no
don't
public-
make the broad statement and then sugarcoat it.
Now it
Because
wasn't no- I mean,
it
like-
was niggas getting hung in 1950 and 60. You see how you do that?
Yeah, they were getting hugged in the 50s.
From the trees and whatnot.
From the tree, but thing is, but what it is though, of course, I mean, it wasn't like how the slave masters was doing it. Yeah, there what's called you were finding black folks still hung back in the 40s and 50s and 60s.
Okay. Well,
Okay, we got a call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your comment?
Man, this Big Milk, homie.
What's up, Big Milk?
What's up with it?
What's going on with you?
Oh, man. I was listening in at the show. You know, this is a touchy subject when you start talking about slavery.
Okay. Now, what's your comment, Big Milk?
Don't talk when he's talking.
Okay.
I can't hear you.
Okay.
Well, first of all, you got to understand this here. This is my opinion. No, slavery was not a choice. This is the thing that we're not taking in consideration. The brothers were stolen from Africa and brought over here. They didn't know the terrain. They didn't know the land. They don't know anything. They were stolen and brought and enslaved, and they were bred. There were some of the Africans that were bred here. They actually bred our brothers and sisters, and so they were born into slavery. They don't know the terrain. They don't know to fight back. You got to understand that the slaves, that the colonizers took the strongest. They were already subdued by their own African brothers. They were sold into slavery. The colonizers didn't go over to Africa and conquered. They went over there and bought the slaves, and then they brought them over to the land over here. So they were already broke.
That prevented us from getting.
It's like an animal. It's like a horse, or like cattle. When you break a horse or you break a doggone cow, You break them. That's what happened. They broke them. So by the time they got to the land, it was already understood. They stripped them of their names, they stripped them of their identities, and they enslaved them. The harsh treatment was a scare tactic. How can how can a black man in America with common decent sense ever think that slavery was a doggone choice? That's an ignorant opinion. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how can you even begin to think that? You know what I'm saying? Fam, they were, not only did they not know the terrain, they were forced into the Civil War. The ones who fought in the South, as I heard the comments said, they had to fight to keep into slavery. There were some that fought for the Confederate Army because they was forced to fight. You had people that did have rises. You did have people that uprise. You did have Africans that uprise, like Nate Turner. Nat Turner. It's men like him who killed over 55 white men. You understand what I'm saying? But the repercussions of that was that it was over 200 black folks that died after that. To say that slavery is a choice is miseducated. It's miseducated. You can't even make that sound like good sense. That comes out of a sick mind to think like that. You understand what I'm saying? Slavery ain't no doggone choice. It was slavery. It's slavery. And you got to understand, just like you unlock the door and allow a cattle to walk out, after you done bred him for so long, he ain't leaving. These people, these Africans, was 100% dependent upon the land, upon the colonizers, homie. They didn't know the land. And yes, there was lynchings in the 1950s. Look it up. Texas is one of the states who had the most lynchings after slavery in the 1950s, 40s. Lynching didn't really stop then to the 70s. When do you think the thing with Emmett Till happened? Just because they hung from a tree, that ain't just lynching. There's many lynchings. Look at what happened to Emmett Till. That's happened in the 60s. So, nah, homie, slavery ain't no choice. Slavery never was a choice. Them brothers fought hard in order for us to have the liberties that we do have today. It ain't no choice. They was forced to labor, they was forced to be enslaved, and they was forced. They were already broke before they even got here. And then the colonizers just broke them down more. And it started with our men. And that's just what happened. My comment is done. I'm through, man.
I really appreciate that, Big Milk. I mean, I'm glad DC treating you well, man. I'm gonna connect with you later on, Milk. All right. So now, all right, Buck Dixon. Now, what you say you to that?
He put the feeling into it, but I do agree. You said that I'm saying choice. I'm saying lifestyle. But he put the feeling of how he feel today about it. And if you really if you go all the way back to he went all the way back to the start.
Okay, now, our people was enslaved. Go, finish.
We did it to us. Why didn't we fight for ourselves from Africa?
Now, this is what I learned. Now, this is what I learned when I was in college. You know, my professor, he said, "What's college?" You know, we were just talking though. You know, we weren't no class or nothing. We just saying, "What's college?" What it was is like some kings. You know, some kings, had his kingdom, whatever, and he wanted like another king wife. You know what I mean? So, and then like
where you going is what I'm saying. Self-infliction.
Yeah, I got. I mean, like so.
So did that start? Are we still living like that? Self-infliction.
I can give you that.
I mean, so is that just who we are?
But then too though, like now Africa's big now. There's now this is a guy that I know from not I think Kenya. I think Kenya from Kenya, And he said the colonizers came over there to their country or whatever, and they told him that there was a better life of living over here in America. So that's how they got tricked. You know what I mean? Coming over here now also too. I don't know nobody's. Now you ever heard of Hannibal?
Yeah.
Hannibal. Okay, yeah. Hannibal, he rode on a horse, and he had over 1 million warriors, and the British couldn't conquer him. He beat the British with foot soldiers on spears and shields and stuff like that. You dig what I'm saying? So he wasn't when they be conquered. You dig what I'm talking about? So there is like certain lands that was like of Africa. They said the colonists, and their name's Kool-Aid, told me what's called, that they came over and just told them there was better life of living over here in other lands, which is the Americas, whatever case may be. Got over here, it's a whole nother story. Like, of course, they dropped them off in them, like in Puerto Rico, dropped them off in Haiti, but no. Haiti took over. That ship took over. They took over that ship. Anyway, so that's how they got. But anyway, in like some of the islands and stuff like that, you dig what I'm talking about? So, I just lost my train of thought. Go on, say what you're going to say. I just lost my train of thought. God damn. I'm so goddamn wired up behind this shit.
I mean, my whole thing is just I'm not taking nothing away from the brutality of what happened to black people. At the same time, I'm always gonna say that when I start hearing about all this, they didn't just come grabbing people. We got tricked by. They tricked our people, and so our people tricked us. And it just seems like I said at the beginning, instead of fighting for not letting that happen, we tricked each other into letting the history of slavery even be here today.
But like I said, like now some countries like I said, some countries like the king conquered like a tribe or whatever, conquered the tribe. You know what I mean? And took over. Now and also too though, some of the slaves in Africa wasn't like the slaves, but really they were servants, not slaves.
Understood. Nothing. Yeah, I understand all that.
And then so I'm saying to say this though, right? When I said the trickery came into play, right? The same way with the Pilgrims came to the Native Americans, with the Indians rather. You dig what I'm talking about? They came in peace, but then the trickery came into play. So some of the colonizers over in Africa did the same thing to told the kings and the queens theirs was better life of living in America. Well, other lands rather.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm talking about? So once again, like Big Milk said, yeah, we was tricked, we was hoodwinked, duped, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Because now to be honest with you, now the colonizers, they got their ass kicked up out of Britain and England all night because they was having civil wars going on over there, because the reason why they left because they was getting manhandled over there.
Okay, my whole point is they are not better people. We like the Dallas Cowboys. We beat ourselves all the time. And it seems like that's where it started at. That's my whole point about everything from all those hundreds of years ago until now. I mean, just what's going on right now is always us against us.
So what you saying is if that one king didn't conquer this village and made a deal with the colonizers, then it wouldn't be slavery.
I mean, I don't know how it happened, but if that's what happened, if we was fighters, then no, it wouldn't be us. I wouldn't say slavery wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't be Africans. They'd have to go find somebody else.
Like who?
I don't know. I don't give a damn about who else.
But I'm just saying, like who?
I don't know, bro. Like I said, I don't know who else. But it seems like what y'all was saying is we was selling each other. That's how it started. We only got on the boat because somebody that looked like us said you could take them.
And also because there's, like I said, there's better opportunities in other lands, which is America.
Okay, well, how I don't, bro.
So, I mean,
however it happened like that.
Okay. So, okay.
I mean, that would. I mean, didn't he say something about going back to the land? Africans sold Africans, right?
Africans sold Africans.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
but
the
listen,
beginning. That's what happened first.
But hold on. But listen to it. I mean, now, he got off quick. But I even said earlier. Okay, Africans did conquer other villages and sold Africans the whole nine too. Sold servants, whatever. So now, even though we were slaves to one another, though, but the treatment wasn't as severe as the colonizers did, though. You dig what I'm talking about? So slaves in Africa wasn't like slaves here in America. That was like you to understand.
How you gonna level slavery? Like slavery, a slave is a slave, right?
Okay, but what I'm telling you though, slaves in Africa wasn't getting torn by horses, wasn't getting whipped or nothing like that. So really, they were slaves because they one king conquered another village. So yeah, so y'all all our slaves, but they wasn't getting working no sun up to sundown and shit like that.
Okay.
So the thing, okay, like I come to your village and conquer you. You the king. All right, cool. Now you my slave, but really you are my servant. You are the kids, the women, or whatever is my servant now. Y'all are part of McCain's kingdom now. I mean, I'm just saying, or it could be like vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I heard
he's
what you're saying, yeah.
I mean, so
keep the
therefore,
story like it is.
Yeah. So since I conquered you and your village, wasn't okay. Y'all come up on us.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are the victor and the dominant one because we conquered your village. So y'all are part of us now.
So that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Because
Okay, that's what they did.
But hold on, listen. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like y'all part of us now, but I ain't whipping you. You just ain't king no more. I'm the king. You up under me. I need you to do this. You no king no more, but you are over the like maybe like men of arms or something like that. You over the army, or you are off in the army now. You and your men is part of my army now.
That's how it works.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, even the women gonna feed the kids, teach the kids whole nine. But y'all gonna do it up under my reign.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, so you my slaves, but you're not getting knocked upside your head. You ain't getting raped. You ain't getting raped.
The same mentality you just developed as a slave owner. Some
me?
American, yeah, you the slave. You my slave owner now, nigga.
Okay.
You just said. You just not whooping my ass, right? So you my slave owner, right?
Okay. Go.
Oh no! So you want to sugarcoat being a slave owner?
No, I ain't sugarcoat being a slave owner. But what I'm saying is, okay, since I conquered your village, then you are part of my village now. You know what I mean? But Deezy village does not exist no more.
So you massa. Now you
Buck
massa.
Deezy is part of McCain's.
So now you massa, nigga. Yeah. Okay. So.
But I'm saying,
continue.
Okay, but I'm saying,
massa.
Okay, here you go. But what I'm saying though, you is not getting whipped though. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You're not getting whipped. You're not getting tortured.
Thank you.
Not. You know what I mean? Like you eating and you surviving good and the whole nine. But you're just under my terrain now.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, so you trying to make it.
So you let me have my kids and raise my family.
All that.
You know, you ain't put no little white babies in my
None of that. You are not
no
getting
little McCains over here.
You know what I mean?
Ain't dropping off no McCains and my wife and none of that.
I ain't splitting you up.
Good.
None of that. Yeah, I ain't splitting you up.
Okay. Well, now what if I just accept life like that?
Well, really ain't have no choice.
Okay.
But this is the thing. You are not getting treated bad though. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Because see, I mean that was the, I guess I'm just
So that same mentality, you don't think that happened in a lot of places in America?
I haven't heard of that. Like what?
You ain't gonna hear that.
Like what? I mean, talk to me.
You
I talk back.
you just made you just gave
But-
you just
but
you.
I'm talking about the African right. I'm talking about what
It's the same mentality.
I'm talking
Slaving.
about some Africans told me how things popped off.
How they know? They
They
wasn't
Africans.
there. They what they 400 years old?
No, but I'm saying stories passed down to generation.
They don't know
generation.
shit. They know just as much as you know.
I mean, they passed
You
down
read
generation.
the same
generation.
books they read, or yeah, nigga, they alive. They was born in the 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe at the latest.
But they the ones. Okay.
They were just there. They
They would know
they
more than-
sold us. They telling them some bullshit too.
But they know more than we know. We Americans.
Like I
They know
said,
more than what we know.
If we started off selling each other by trickery, we started off with the bullshit anyway. So whatever they know might
We
be a
was
lie
told-
from the jump.
Okay. Like I told you, what I said, we was told that there was better opportunity in like other lands.
It was a lie.
It was a lie.
Okay.
So okay, I will let my people go with you because they finna have a better life over there with you. But when
Sugar.
went over there, when we went over there, it was something totally different.
That's okay. Okay.
Yeah, like once again, the scenario.
Why did they take
Hold
the
on,
money?
hold on,
Why
hold
they
on.
take the money then? Because they said sold, not gave.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Okay,
because,
why
yeah.
did they take the money?
Okay, yeah, I got the money, but I'm saying, but like for I conquered Buck Deezy. Buck Deezy, you, your wife, your kids, and like 20 of your men can go with them because y'all can have a better life over there.
So you just tricked me.
No, I got tricked too through the colonizers.
So how you gonna be a colonizer? How you stupid enough to get? How you gonna conquer me and you stupid enough to get tricked?
How I'm getting tricked? I got paid. You gone.
Okay, back.
No, no,
back to selling your people.
No, I'm talking about.
You just sold a nigga.
Hey, bad choice of
you a
words.
good slave owner, nigga.
No, bad choice of words. Okay, no, no.
Here come that sugar coat.
No, I ain't sugarcoating. Thing is, okay, you're gone because okay, bet cool. You're
'Cause
gone.
you got that money.
Look at y'all got the money. You and your
Good
kids,
gold.
your
Gold shillings.
warriors, whatever. Okay, y'all can have a nice life over there in America. You know what I mean? And that way, there she get fuck with my land now. You know what I mean? So I can go. I got more terrain. I can go more land to conquer.
So you know they just gonna treat us good because of how they look.
I ain't gonna say how they look, but I mean, maybe it was the conversation.
Okay, well, no.
You know what I mean?
You it's the same. You it's the same mentality, man.
No, I'm saying because like
you saying something is okay that
what I'm saying
that
is this.
probably really happened.
No,
you
no.
agreeing with?
I'm just telling you what's called. Okay. Yeah, they was captured as slaves, but they wasn't getting whooped and shit like that. They became part of like thing. Y'all became part of my kingdom, my ruling and all that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Now you wasn't getting whooped. You wasn't getting beat. You just ain't king no more.
But every plantation wasn't tying Jody to a tree and whooping her for breaking eggs.
Okay, well that
wasn't
now,
just,
that's just
that
TV.
was a move. That's
That's-
what I'm saying. You,
now,
but
now,
the
that's
way
just moving
you
now.
throwing your scene.
No, that's just movie shit now, though. You dig what I'm talking about? That's just movie shit. You dig what I'm talking about? What I'm saying, but I don't think even from the beginning to the ending, like, you know what I mean, wasn't no plantation. I think all of them was brutal.
I mean, that's you can't. I can't say every place
Okay.
was brutal.
Okay, what
'Cause
about
it
the
would've
what's
been a
called?
lot of take. We probably wouldn't even made it here because we'd got killed off. I'm not living under brutality for an entire life. I'm gonna go out in the blaze of glory before I live like that. You know how many people would think is too many? I
Now,
don't believe
some slaves have done
100%
that.
across the board. No, bro, we wouldn't
Some
even
slaves
we
have
wouldn't
done
have made
that.
it here that long.
I mean, things like some
That's
slaves
why
was
I believe some of them was ran to where they just lived that lifestyle without even clicking
To even
to
escape.
even understand that wait a minute, we're slaves.
Okay, then so getting whooped and
I don't think it was happening everywhere. It wouldn't have lasted 400 years. You a whole man right now, right?
I got you.
So okay, you're not gonna put up with getting your ass kicked by some white boy for the rest of your motherfucker. It's
Okay,
from 18 years old.
Now to be
you gonna be plotting and planning.
Okay,
And
okay.
you ain't gonna be the only one.
I got you, but this is my thing though. Okay, this
You're gonna
is
be scared early when you a kid. If it's brutal, you gonna when you become a man, you know, they just gonna have to kill. Look here, homeboy. They just gonna, if you with me or you not, cause they just gonna have to kill me. I'm finna go get me somebody. I'm sticking this up in somebody's neck.
I got you.
And then I'm out of here.
I got you. I mean, I got you on this. But thing is, like, you got also two things though, D. It's like you and I are thinking on a modern mindset right now. You dig what I'm saying? Cause once again, like you said, okay, you and I escape. Okay, now, okay, 5 miles from Master House, we gonna run into Master Johnson house. Then what? Then what you gonna do?
Master Johnson.
Yeah.
Master Johnson, we kicking his ass too if we made it here. What?
No,
Reset that. What you saying?
No, what I'm saying is, okay. For you to escape, right? You gotta, like I said, you got to go like some miles and miles and miles. You dig what I'm saying? Some miles and miles. So really, the system, there's a system. Now you said the penitentiary, right? Okay, you go down to Houston, whatever. There's penitentiaries down there 2 and 3 miles from each other. Now you escape from that one penitentiary.
Oh, you talking about prisoners? You talking about modern day?
No, I'm talking about like the slave master headquarters.
Okay. All right.
So if you escape from there, okay, then you're gonna run across another plantation.
Okay,
so
hold
that
on,
master.
hold on. You talking about running? I'm not running away. If I'm thinking, I already understand that part. We talking about evolution.
Kill him.
I'm going in the house.
Okay.
I'm choosing to die and
Now,
not
that has
live
happened,
under
though.
this
I mean,
these conditions. That has to have happened too many times before for everybody to be cruel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The white folks thinking too, like we're not gonna be cruel because somebody might think to run up in here and hurt us. So they made that shit comfortable. It was probably still trickery, but still, a lot of slaves may have lived a comfortable life the entire time. We don't get but 75 years, like we were saying, you know. you some slaves made a 75-year comfortable life, eating food every day. Nothing mattered. There wasn't no such thing as a paycheck or a Cadillac or Jordans and shit. Wasn't no such thing as all that shit.
Okay, now
It was all about food and water. Wasn't no Kool-Aid and nothing.
just how comfortable you think that slaves lived?
Eating food,
Like the ones that
and
you
sleeping comfortably for 75 years is a comfortable life. Especially if you don't know no better.
They fed us the worst of the foods.
We eat that shit right now. Chitlins and pig feet and hog maws.
Because they became accustomed. I mean,
Okay, but
accustomed.
it was good then too then.
No,
So it wasn't slop.
No, it wasn't good. It just we had nothing else to cook
If
and
it was
eat.
delicious to you niggas
The
then.
thing is, man, we just made it a delicatessen. I ain't gonna say delicatessen. No, ain't no delicatessen.
If it
No.
was slop, we wouldn't be eating that shit right
but,
now.
But we had no other choice but to eat that. Okay, what you gonna eat if you had no other choice? I mean, like no,
But then too, you going back to the cruelty part.
I'm talking about what's got nothing. I'm talking about the behavior of the slave master. Slave master wasn't giving them no steaks, no baked potato.
How would you know what they was eating? You wasn't there.
Okay, how you know what they was eating? You wasn't there.
I'm
neither.
just saying, some people lived an entire life in it, and I just don't believe. I know what I'm saying is
So
not
we
fact.
talking about
This is
about
just
what we believe.
my shit is speculation too,
Okay.
and I just ain't gonna believe that everything went the way it was, and we still able to be here today.
Anybody
You know what I mean?
watching? All right, hold on. All right, excuse me. Anybody watching? Please chime in 972-807-3334. Please, please come help me with this here. All right, okay. D, I'm listening to you.
Oh,
What's your train of thought?
yeah, nah, I'm
Okay.
on it. Say where we at?
You said what's called your opinion is what's called. I mean that some of the slaves was living comfortably. I disagree with that. Now the only one I would say that was living comfortably maybe was the one that they call quote unquote
House niggas.
The house niggas.
The house niggas.
You know what I mean? The one that
Yeah.
was like living comfortably comfortably will be the house because they the one that slept in the house, and then they ate what the what the slave owners ate. You know what I mean? What the leftovers though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. All that could have happened. All that could have happened. All that probably was happening. Even with that situation, okay, the general of the niggas
Okay.
get to come in the house. He keep everything in line. Look here, y'all. It was some of them same niggas you talking about that keep everything good in here and everything good out there.
Okay, yeah. So like I
And so
said,
the rest of the people he's like the mayor of the niggas on the plantation.
yeah, I'm talking about, and then and that's like another reason why and it wasn't just one. It was a few of them that kept them like I said, the slaves in line, and then they be the one to go tell master, hey master, such trying to call himself trying to escape the whole nine. That's how they got control of some of the black folks.
But
Willie
I'm
Lynch,
saying-
like
listen,
Willie Lynch had it. What's called me put them against each other.
certain places, yes. I'm just saying that wasn't. You saying it's 100%. I'm saying it's not 100%.
I'm saying it's 100%.
I'm saying 50-50.
I'm not saying 50-50.
50% comfortable.
Nope.
50% hated that shit.
I'm saying all of them hated it.
You saying all
All
of them
of-
hated
all
because
of
you
them.
think you believe they all should be hating it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit what you do today. It's hold on.
Okay.
It's the same. It's the same way. The way you live today. You doing what somebody needs your ass to do
Okay, I got you.
for the whole time, and you ain't complaining about it
I
because
ain't
you
complaining about
getting your share every pay period.
now-
You getting your share.
Okay. Now,
It's not much. I mean, if we really want to, your partner, however he getting it,
Yeah.
he dealing with somebody
I got you.
that's one of those. Even if it's the government.
Okay, I got you. But okay, now talking about me though. Okay, yeah, I got what you talking about. I got where you come from. But at the same time too, I got some. It's a purpose that I'm serving by doing that. Cause they on the outside.
It's
of
a
that,
purpose they serving by doing it.
What you mean?
I'm talking about back in the days.
They
If
had
we
no
want to
choice.
call that, we can call that today.
You know, look at it. They didn't have no other choice.
You don't either.
How you figure?
Nigga don't work, nigga don't eat.
You know what I'm talking? Okay,
You
okay.
go to work every day.
Okay, I'm talking
Why,
about.
I mean, they making they still running the system.
Okay, I know
They
they are.
still putting it together. They still say if you fill out these papers here, you can come in here and you can get a paycheck every week if you do what we say.
Okay, I got you.
It ain't changing, and you can make your own living. You just not gonna get no whipping.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a little bit of that. I'm gonna give you a little bit of that. But what you do though, but now in modern times, okay. While I'm here right now, though, you know what I mean? I'm plotting and planning because I got some other shit brewing.
Plot, plan, scheme, scam, fuck all that shit. Nigga, you going to work in the morning.
I got
again.
you. I got you. But I got you. But I got some other shit brewing though too. So I mean, hey, for a minute, I was doing my own goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I was doing for a minute, but
And
but
you was
I got you.
and you still following their rules, doing your own goddamn thing. You still got to go through them. They got to still give you the contracts.
Okay.
Half of them own the contract. It ain't all of them.
Okay.
Half of them still own this. It's the same motherfucking thing.
So
It's all sugar coated these days, though.
I should have called
But we still under the same bullshit.
upon the
Nigga,
white man's ruling.
we still on the same old bullshit. And what? So ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. I ain't going to war. I'm going to work.
Okay, matter of fact, okay. We got 3 more minutes left. Okay. Me and my cousin Dexter was having a conversation yesterday, right? I shout out to him. Okay. How you feel about everybody, like everybody, as far as black people, you know what I mean, putting our money together and doing our own thing?
We first and foremost, we got to go back to Africa. We stop tricking each other and be serious about it. It'll work. It works for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Jews, the Chinese,
The Italians.
they do it.
The Irish.
We are. Seems to me, like I ain't the sharpest tool in the
Chinese,
shed.
the Eastern
But it
Indians.
seems to me we are the only people that don't have big corporations and whatnot.
Now we did. We did have some our own community, our own hospitals, the whole nine. They bombed them.
Yeah. Okay.
They bombed them.
We lost that war.
You know what I mean? They bombed
Hey,
them.
well, let's get back at it then. How about we get right back at it?
I
We
agree.
gonna keep quitting.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask you this here, right? Now this is what me and Dexter came up with. He said, what's called it? That Jay-Z, LeBron James, Oprah Winfrey,
That's one of
And
my
like some
points.
other,
That's
some
one of my
other-
points exactly.
they can
That's
put their
one of
money
my
together.
points exactly. It ain't. That's why we don't. Them niggas should have warehouses and all kind of whatever kind of work they do up north, whatever kind of work they do in Texas. As many big black ass billionaires we have here, it should be places to go get a decent job in almost every hood
Uh-huh.
in America. Niggas do
Finance
we
Bob.
do it to ourselves.
So you think I
I
find
think
out?
niggas get paid and tat a motherfucking ass. So what we gonna do? When you get paid, what you gonna do? You gonna chill in the hood?
No,
and
why
help
would you
niggas
though?
out? Huh?
Why would you though? I mean, the thing is,
Okay, that's the mentality of the day. That's
you
what I'm
supposed
saying.
to.
That's our mentality right now.
Now, to me, people like Lamont Sanford and Florida Evans keep people in the goddamn hood.
Lamont Sanford.
Yeah, Fred Sanford's son.
What he do?
He always want to do the right goddamn thing, and Fred trying to scheme and scam, trying to come up. And same way with Florida. Do you remember James found that $2,500 and Jamie got to give it back, James? You know what I mean? That type shit.
Okay.
The people go, yeah. Ring the bell, please. Shit. When James said, baby, this always get up out of here. James, I don't want that money, James.
Black Jesus.
And even when JJ started running numbers, she put the nigga out.
Hey,
That's why they was in the right there at 12, 15, whatever the goddamn dumb number was. For them was 6 years.
I mean, they do that because they know who they are. They gonna let you know that niggas ain't gonna let you get away with this. They gonna rob you and kill you. People who worry about, if we worrying about each other, we not worried about you going to jail. We worrying about some nigga killing your ass behind playing in the streets.
Well, That's the reason. Like I said, people like Lamont Sanford and Florida Evans, they keep they people down. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
they worried about the gangsters.
Okay, ain't worried about the gangs now. Cause Florida Evans, now Lamont Sanford like Pops. That's just not right, Pops. That's just not right, Pops. Now Florida Evans was too busy worrying about what Jesus would think.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that.
What would Jesus think?
Now you sound like the devil, nigga.
No, I ain't like the devil. I mean that $2,500 that he found, shit, that could have got his family out that ghetto.
Not in the hell, no, nigga. You
Back in them times,
man,
rent.
that's you just
Shit.
gonna get some food for a couple
No,
of months.
back in them times,
you
rent was
ain't-
like $125. So $2,500, man, shit, he been alright. He could have got him a car. You know what I mean? So he can go to that damn car wash and shit.
He'd
You
be
know what I mean?
right back.
Anyway,
And when he can't go find no job to keep that shit up.
okay, well,
Somebody else run this system, man. We don't run the system.
I agree
So
with you on
follow
that.
suit.
Nah, fuck follow suit though. No.
You following the suit right now.
Yeah, but I got my
Yeah,
own
you
thing
going
going
to
on
work
too.
in the morning.
I'm going to work in the morning. But I like when I leave here, I'm going to work for myself again too when I leave here. Then when I get on that road, you know what I mean, going up north and going down south, I'm on my clock.
Okay, well, hire me so I can come up too.
All right.
My nigga.
Okay, what you gotta say, D?
Hey, I'm good. Yeah, I said everything I could.
You know what I'm talking about? Hey, so I'm gonna think about. Hey, thanks for tuning in with us. You know what I'm talking about? Lucas McCain for the locals with Buck Deasy. I want to talk about something next week called like everybody has a story, and we're gonna talk about some Dallas artists around Dallas. You know what I mean? Because one thing that broke my heart though, I seen that Z the Wizard, you know what I mean, finally passed because he got shot in the head. You know what I mean? So I want to talk about the Dallas rap, Dallas with DFW artists and things like that. You know what I mean? So this your boy Lucas McCain for the After Party Radio Show. This for the locals, Buck Deasy, your boy Lucas McCain. Hey, see you next Sunday. Holla at you.
You know two heads are better than one. Dragon Tales. It's almost time for Dragon Tales. Come along and take my hand. Let's all go to Dragon Land.